Yep. Hi. Welcome back. So this is Sohana here. So this session is from hosted by PSSM USA, and especially I'm from PSSM California. So now today's topic is going to be about moon energy. So as we are close by to the full moon, so it's completely there is a need to understand that how moon energies actually function and how moon generate many energies. So what kind of energies does moon emit, and why does it do that, and in which way it is being helpful for us, for our physical body and even for our inner body. So there are two bodies, right? So how does it help each of them, and in which way we are going to benefit it out of this. So you can even watch this session in YouTube too. So there is even live going in PMCUSA, so you can just catch it over there too whenever if you need it later on. So now let us get into our subject. So it's all about moon energies. So like we have been heard many times that we have to meditate during the full moons, right? And most of the time it's been always told that we even have to meditate in the early mornings or the full moon nights. And especially there are, it's been told that it's very auspicious and very powerful, right? So let us know the secret and the facts behind it, that what is this power and how it is being completely helpful for us. So in this, now let us get into our moon energies. So moon energies is completely about, uh, it is completely related to our inner body, inner self. So we have two most important planets, right? Sun and moon. So sun is completely related to our outer world, like this physical world. So all this materialistic world. So it is completely used to cleanse it, and it has so many energies to cleanse this outer world. So how does this moon impact, or how does this moon function? It completely helps us in cleansing our inner self. So the inner self has the emotional self specially, right? So it is mostly connected to it. Our emotional self is being purely cleansed during this full moon. So there are many phases in moon, right? From new moon to again full moon, and full moon to again new moon, and new moon to again full moon. So in between there are crescents and half moons and full moons, right? There are many quarters in it, right? From the new moon, like amavasya, we say that, right, in Telugu. From amavasya again there is the first quarter, the crescents and the half moons, and then it goes to the full moon, and again the fourth quarter, third quarter. So that is how they, it is being divided into four parts. So how does this moon helping us, what it actually does? What if there is no moon or there is no sun? How would we actually function, or how would we actually live? So this is the most important question that we have to understand. Because when sun is there, when sun is emitting so much infrared rays or radiation to this planet, so basically from our childhood, that we have always been studied that earth revolves, or all the other planets revolve around the sun, right? So when earth is revolving around the sun, because we live in earth, so now let us concentrate on the planet called earth. So when there is sun, earth keeps revolving around the sun. So what does this moon do? So it's been clearly told that moon revolves around this earth. So in which way it is being helpful? Why we can see moon in the absence of sun, the darker side? When we face the darker side of sun, that is when the moon brightens. Then that is when we see the shining moon in the night, right? So there is a pure fact that has been told that because of the sun's infrared radiation, we are unable to see the other all planets with our eyes. If the sun's infrared radiation is less, or if we are in the absence of sun, it is very easy for us to see all the other planets, Jupiter, Mars, Neptune, Saturn, and every planet we can see in the absence of sun or with the lower infrared radiation. Because of it, that it is radiating so much high frequency of infrared radiations, that is why we are unable to see the other planets with our eyes. So that is why we are using our mind's eye. So from where our mind's eye, like what does our mind's eye can do, it can see all the other planets. With whose help it is being able to see all those? With the moon's help. Because moon has the capability to connect to our emotional body, and it completely cleanses our emotional body. Why does it do? Why it is connected to our emotional body? Sun is completely related to our materialistic world. Because of sun, there is so much bacteria is being dead, and so much fungi is being dead, and everything is being cleansed, right? If suppose, take an example, if the places where we live, and if there is a floods, take an example of this, there is an heavy floods, and what if that floods, that water stagnates there for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 5 weeks, what happens? These things only happens in the absence of sun. When sun is there, it has the very good feature, or it has that power to completely drain everything, drain something which is not necessary. So sun always helps to cleanse the outer world. Wherein, coming to the brighter picture of this shining moon, what it does, it is completely connected to our emotional body. So what happens in every second, sun is is a lively planet, right? It is radiating so much infrared radiations. At the same time, it has a very good capability. Per every second, what it does, it converts the hydrogen into helium, 600 million tons of. So it has that good capacity. When this conversion is happening, with that chemical reaction, there is so much cosmic energy is being released. So who is capturing all those cosmic energy? So moon captures it. As it revolves around the sun, it keeps providing us, right? So our physical body needs some food, right? Just the way our inner self also needs some food. So that is why it is been always told that in the nights you need to have enough sleep, comfortable sleep. So in the physical metabolic way, if we take that into picture, it is just that our body functions everything accordingly. But behind it, the fact behind it is our inner self gets recharged, rejuvenated for the next day, right? It is just that, have you ever imagined or understood that, or just thought of it, that when the time we are sleeping, it's just that in a way that someone is giving us some anesthesia or something like that. In that way, we just go to sleep. That has become a natural consequence. But if you just take that into a good picture, and if you just think of it, that how am I sleeping and why am I sleeping, and why can't I sleep in the conscious state? In a day we are normal, right? When we are normal, why aren't we able to sleep when we are sleeping? It's like everything is in a numb state, right? Every part in your body, every senses in your body is like completely has been numbed, right? They are not working, your eyes or your mouth. It's just that according to the emotional state. If you, it's just that it rarely happens. If you're very stressful, only in only in those cases we just see that we talk in our sleep. right? Or else we scream in our sleep. These things happen, but only in the rare cases. Just take it that when you're normal, peaceful, and when you're sleeping, it suggests that we are completely going in a kind of unconscious state, right? So sleep is always being told that by Gautam Buddha that it's a half dead state. So there our unconscious meditation happens. So in that unconscious meditation, we recharge ourselves fully, right? So moon has those capabilities. So everywhere it's been so clear, and it has become a so natural consequence that when it's night and sky has been darkened and it's 9:30, 10, we just go to our bed. But we don't know the fact. It is just that we never try to understand, because for having after having a very long day, like we get so much tired and drained, and we completely fail to think about it, that oh god, why am I sleeping? We just know that we have to sleep, and by the time we wake, then we feel so fresh. Yes, every day we have enormous energies, we gain enormous energies, we absorb enormous energies, but after waking up, according to the functioning of our mind, the energy gets drained, because our mind is not tuned in a way that how to use this energy and when to use this energy, in which way. So it has not been tuned, we are still tuning it, right? There are many uncertain patterns in our mind which is just simply draining. So that's the beauty of this moon. So moon has the pure capabilities to reach to your emotional state and cleanse it. So every night, no matter in whichever state you sleep, or with the whichever feelings or emotions, you just go to your bed, but comparatively the next day you wake up, like comparatively at least 5 to 10% less you wake up, right? Not with the same intensity. So, in the universe, with the planets everywhere, it's just with the two terms, energies and frequency. So, moon absorbs those cosmic energies and just it starts revolving around, and it sends us. Just the way in the new energy, Tobias says that here our existence is releasing so much energies which is being helpful or utilized to the another planets. Just the way moon is also on another planet. So what happens with the help of the moon in the daytime? We even get this doubt, right? It's usual that then after listening to this we might get this doubt. Then in the daytime, why isn't moon helping us? It has to help us, right? So here our physical body is important, our inner body is also important. So for both of them it is being equally divided. So just the way it's universe gift that, see, just imagine, what if that universe or this earth grids or energy grids are made up in this way that whoever just does meditation only they gets rejuvenated, the rest all don't? Then how would it be? Every human on this planet, it's just that we become like batteryless robots, right? Low battery robots. We just easily get drained 24/7. But universe has gifted with this kind of pattern, the sun and moon. And one planet is helping us in one time, and another planet is helping us with the another time. So both have been divided. Every day we wake up with enormous and beautiful energies, but later on the way we use it, because everything we utilize it and comes into this reality, it has to come through your mind, right? Then however your mind takes it, or to whichever part it drives it to, in that way only it has to go. So that is why we are all trying to tune our mind with the beautiful qualities that it has to be with. So it has become natural consequence for everyone that we have to sleep in the night so that we rejuvenate. Though you meditate or you do not meditate, it's just that you rejuvenate yourself and wake up. But later on, we realize this fact that yes, there is something going on. So even Sai Baba's story, if you take, we all are aware of Sai Baba, right? The in Sai Baba's story or Guru Charitra or Sat Charitra, if you see, he always tells that people whomsoever is sleeping next to him, he just wakes them in the middle of the night. That he never wants someone to go into that deep unconscious state of meditation. He always asks them to stay awake in a conscious state. So, just the way later on, once we understand the power or the benefits, or when we understand the generating cosmic energy with the conscious meditation, then that is all we have to do. Then the way the how much efforts you put or how much time you take for your meditation, then eventually your sleep time reduces. So it's just enough that 4 hours in a day is like more than enough to sleep. But still, what we do, we are unconscious, we are unaware of it, right? So we just sleep for 10 to 12 hours, from minimum 8 hours to and maximum 10 to 12 hours and more than. So in that way, we are completely not aware of the process, that how these planets are functioning and how they are helping us. So moon, from new moon to full moon in a 15 days, it goes through 3 stages, 3 quarters, right? The third quarter is our full moon. So in the new moon and Amavasya, what happens? It's just that there is no moon. So no moon indicates that, all this, the phases of moon indicates our life. So just the way in the new moon, what happens? New moon symbol, in a symbolic way, it symbolizes that its significance in our terms. It's just that we are ready for the new phase. Just leave the old phase, leave the old pattern. So get ready for the new phase. So there are many energies releasing with it. So get ready to the new phase from new moon. So after new moon, we get to see the crescents, right? The first quarter, and then half moons, and then again full moon. So it's just that we slowly inculcate, leaving the old patterns. We start moving ahead, and slowly we will be left out with the only patterns which we need it, which are been working for us. So those are the kindest qualities that we have to tune our mind with, so that our energy can be utilized in the proper way, in a way that we want it to be. So everything falls into the place and everything will be in the control, right? In our control, that we never feel that we are connectionless, we are disconnected. It is always that we are connected with ourselves. So after that, what happens? Coming to the full moon. So full moon is the state that, here new moon, you have evolved yourself to the full moon, and in the full moon you are completely full. There are full of energies. That is why they always tell that Purnima or full moon is like so powerful that whatever you wish to manifest, just meditate and it will manifest. So only because it is providing enormous energies that we can utilize. It is just bombarding, there is no limit for it. So moon always emits enormous energies. Why it does? Because moon also has many qualities just like earth. Even there are species living on the moon, but not with a physical body. When we live with a physical body, the 5 elements that we call it, right? The 5 elements, Panchabhutalu. So all those 5 elements completely work with the moon energy. So we utilize them for our daily living as the sources, right? So if even people are living with the same population or with the same this thing, with the physical body on the moon, it won't be sufficient. So it has been put a board there that it just stopped it. only that it has to serve us. That's purpose, is just to serve us. There are energy bodies which are even living on the moon, but what they can do, they can just take the energies and regenerate it, just the way we are doing it, right? Every energy, if we are observing it, what happens, it is coming out in a form, in a form of energy, another form of energy. So just the way, there also the same process is happening. So when there is a new moon, it's always that we have to start with something new. Something new in a way, not just wishing for something. It is just that wishing to leave the old belief patterns or old habits, so that you can just be with the beautified things ahead. You can modulate yourself, you can mold yourself in a way just that you want yourself to be. How beautiful it is. It is not just that someone is here to just mold you. There is nothing like that. It's just that everything is in your hands. So we have to realize the energies and power that we have, or we have been provided, and how do we utilize it for ourselves, and especially for the way or for the life that we wish to live in. So it is that beautiful. So moon has like so much, moon emits enormous energy. So after emitting enormous energies, we absorb them, but unconsciously. So when we are absorbing unconsciously, we never know the amount, right? That, oh my god, I am absorbing these much energies, so I have to put it in this way. So we never have an idea. It's just that we absorb, and we put it in the things that completely not necessary, or not needed, or completely not at all important for you or for anyone. So in that way we utilize these things. So that many places, or many, in the meetings or sessions that we hear, or even our guru, he always initiates, or he always starts a session for full moon. Like at least it is going to be for 3 hours, maximum 3 hours, full moon meditations. So why it is mandatory? Because as we know meditation, or we are aware of this process, then it will be completely useful for us to absorb those energies. So when you absorb those energies, so when new moon, from new moon to full moon, you gradually just leave your old belief patterns, right? But in full moon, what happens, it's like, just imagine this. For example, when you have a mug of water trying to cleanse your body, this is one example. So when you just do it from the new moon, it will be in this way, just with one mug of water you are trying to cleanse your body. But imagine how full moon will be. It is just that you are going and standing under the waterfall. How in like there is a lot of difference between those two, right? With mug of water and the waterfall, the way you cleanse yourself, or how it cleanses, the force of the waterfall or the water in the falls, it is gonna cleanse, right? No matter what, if you just ignore to leave it, or if you feel so hard to leave those patterns also in your emotional body, when you just meditate on the full moon, if you even fail to leave those patterns, or if you feel so much hard that, oh god, I am unable to change myself. But when you do this on full moon, there is no point that there is no point of that you cannot leave this kind of patterns. It is just so common that it has that power to leave those patterns, or just wash away those kind of emotional stunks which has been stuck inside, which is not letting you go ahead. So when it is a full moon, if you keep meditating, or if you meditate as much time as possible for you, so what happens is, the energy bombarding, or the heavy flow of energy is going to cleanse everything in your emotional body. So in that state with full of energies, there will be abundance of energies, you know, abundance of energies which are completely enough for your things to manifest, for whatever you wish to manifest. From new moon, it is going to be a cycle, gradual cycle. So it might take 15 days for things to work out or things to be in your favor. But coming to full moon, it's like straight one day, heavy energies. Even on Shivratri also, right? In India we celebrate Shivratri. All night we just stay up. We don't sleep. We do jagarna, right? So it is just that beautiful the night energies are. If you just try to be conscious, or if you meditate in the nights, you get to see its importance. Comparatively, when you meditate in the morning, you know, it's just that not that effective. In the evenings it is going to be fully effective. In the evenings, when the sky has been darkened, in the evenings or early mornings, it is going to be very beautiful and powerful comparatively in the daytime. So that is why it's been segregated in this way, that we need both of this. We cannot just sit and keep on meditating in the daytime and the night time. Daytime is completely dedicated to our work, our sustainability on this earth, right? So that is how we use it all the daytime. So in the night time, how do we utilize it? So what happens, the effort of sadhana you do and you put into, that actually takes you to the place that where every second you start being unconscious, irrespective daytime or the night time. So when we do that, we we are full with the energies, enough of energies, that it's just that you utter a word that you want this to happen, it comes and falls into the place. So what happens, once you start doing this for first full moon, you might see the most peaceful state in your with your meditation or after your meditation. Second time, when you meditate again for the full moon or on the full moon, what happens, you feel the energies, the buzzing energies. When the energy is entering into your body, it's just that the air balls tapping to each other. So that is how we feel the buzzing energies. You start feeling the energies. Third time, you understand how much amount of energies are coming into your body. What is your capability, and how much awareness state you are being in, or how much mindful state you are being in, and how much amount of energy you are consuming. Fourth time, you understand how to put these energies into the things which you want. So sometimes what happens, once you're full with the energies, that you understand, oh my god, I am consuming these many energies or this much energies, then fourth time, when you just want to put your energy into this, you start experimenting with your energy. When you start experimenting, sometimes it like some things are not completely in our control, right? We just lose our control sometimes in uncertain situations. So what happens, without our control, we lose our energies into it. So when we lose our energies, it's completely that we realize, we learn from that mistake. Then after 3 4 times, we consistently keep thinking that I did this much meditation and I have consumed this much energy and things didn't work. Where did I fail? What happened? Then this kind of experiment slowly makes you realize that I'm consuming this much energy, and it is not just that I shouldn't waste it. Consuming energy needs lot of effort, right? We are sitting in meditation for 2 hours or 3 hours. So moon is abundantly generating so much energies for us. So we are not tired, and it is also not tired of this process. But how many times we failed to do this? Somewhere we had to succeed, right? But after certain experiments, you end up with the right strategy that is working for you. Yes, I am failing to utilize my energy in this way, and these patterns are not in my control, and these patterns are working against me. So, when you realize that it's so common and easy, everything becomes the natural, a casual consequence. Then slowly these moon phases, then every day becomes a full moon for you. Then you just don't wait for full moon, every day becomes a full moon. Every day you just meditate for an hour, and again it's full moon, you again sit for 3-4 hours. So it's just that see, for an example, take this, that can we sit with so much garbage around us? Can we sit 2 minutes, 3 minutes is fine, but we cannot just live with the garbage around us, right? So it is just that once you start your sadhana, your efforts, start meditating as much as, when you reach to the point that you satisfy yourself. Yes, I have understood myself. Now I know the every strategy to console myself, to tune my mind. In these situations, I know in this way to respond. In these situations, I know in this way to tune my mind. So after that, you don't need that much sadhana. Even 5 minutes of mindful meditation will be enough for you. Because every state, once you have understood, the energy is being utilized right. We are already full of energies. We are already abundant in it. But the only thing is, our mind is not stable and not consistently working for or in a way which we want. So when that is happening, we are losing our control, or we are losing control or connection with our powers and our life. So there is so much instability is going on, so much disconnection is been happening with you, your life and power, the three things. So these two planets are consistently providing, that's the gift from our universe. That is how our creation is made. We have created this creation. In this earth we are living, right? So we need technology to talk to each other. Right now what we are doing, so just the way we have built this much technology, just the way the second creation, so called earth, we have created with all these features, that yes, this time I will be doing this to attain these experiences, then these energies would be required for me. In this time I will be doing my inner process, so for that inner process I'll be needing these kind of energies. So everything has to be equal here. So when everything is will be equal, it is going to be void, nullified. Then that is the state where we actually belong to. So moon, the beauty of the moon is just abundant of energies to heal ourself, our emotional self. That is what it is stopping us, right? If you just want to go talk to everyone, like you talk to your mom and dad, can you talk to your mom and dad with many constraints? Do you do that? You just talk to them whatever you feel, right? You just put your heart out to them. So, can you talk with the same connection to everyone around you on this planet? No, because it is just that you have constraints. Oh, this man is this man is this man is that. So, it is just based upon our patterns. So, can you just do things for everyone just the way you do it for yourself? No, we cannot do that. Everywhere, the only thing that is stopping is our emotional body, the patterns in it. Some patterns we really have good, right? But the good things are only, we made our mind, we tuned our mind in this way that only good things are for only our people, who means it, who deserves it, who don't deserve it. Everyone deserves it. Everyone has been created just the way we have created. So it is just that some people might be with some kind of situations, or some people might be with another kind of situations, but everyone at the end or the start, they are equal, they are same. It is just in a way like this, that you know just the school students or the college students, the hierarchy that we might have just crossed and come to the college level, but there will be people from kindergarten to 10th. For LKG students, we see there are UKG students upgraded, and then again to first class, second class, and that is how we are. If we are moving forward, that doesn't mean there is no one left behind, or no one starts their journey. The people who are about to start their journey, they are still there. So they will be starting our journey, and our task is to move ahead. That doesn't mean we just say that the situations might be for us little bit clumsy or little bit highly uncertain comparatively to the other people, and we cannot just say that I am in this way, I'm facing these big situations, and you don't have all those. It is just that they have just started their path or their journey. According to the class, we have the complexity of the syllabus or the depth of the syllabus, right? It is just the way, but end of the day, everyone has to be through all these stages. So when we are like that, when we understand their situations, it is completely our responsibility to be nice and kind. So when you can be nice and kind, when you are full of energy, when you understand that you are full of energy, but just imagine that you are completely drained with the infinite thinking, that chain of thinking, multiplied thoughts. Imagine how much energy you lose in it. If you just keep thinking, you might strike with one good thought that is useful, but the other 999 thoughts out of 1000 thoughts are just waste completely. So it is just that we tuned our mind in that way. We just think in a way that if we continuously keep worrying about it, thinking about it, then we might find a good solution to it. But that is not the thing here. Only our realization, our awareness, our mindful state. See, if you are with a situation that you do not know what the solution is for, or solution to it, then what you have to do, just take 5 minutes to take yourself to a side for 5 minutes. Just be with yourself, start the connection to the inner power. Just start being in a thoughtless state. Then release a thought there, I need a solution, and tell it to yourself, the inner you, that you know everything. You have that enormous and abundant power and energy. So provide me a solution. Have it a good and peaceful, kind conversation with yourself. Then it puts you in a state that you do not have to think 999 thoughts to get that one right thought. So it is again all about the energies. If at all sometimes you wake up in the morning and you just face with some situations or issues that you had to deal with, sometimes you just do it so straight and perfect. It is just that your mind is not clumsy, and it had not thought that much. It's so fresh. It has not been drained yet. That is how we drain, right? By the time it's 11 a.m. in the morning, we just drain little 10%. And by the time it's 3:34, we drain almost 50%. And by the time it's 9:30, 10, we drain 90%. And 11, 12, it's that completely 100% gone sometimes. We badly need our bed to again rejuvenate ourselves. We need sleep, enough sleep. So that is what we say. Most of the people I have seen, or even I have been in that kind of situation, it's just that we don't have a perfect sleep or a peaceful sleep. In the morning we start blaming and complaining that I didn't had a good sleep. I had no enough sleep. I cannot work. My mind is not working. But it is not the thing. Every second, right? Every second, sun in the conversion of hydrogen to helium, 600 million tons of energy it is releasing in that process. When it is that big count in a second, imagine how much abundant we are with the energies. So where are all this going? We are consuming it, we are absorbing everything. But eventually the same intensity we are putting it in thinking, multiplied thoughts. So just think that you don't want to think that much. You even say that, oh God, I don't want to think that much. I am tired of it. But what happens is it is tuned in that way. The multiplied thoughts. Why it is tuned? It is just that we lost connectivity with it. Thoughts are not in our control or not tuned. It is not just listening to us. We lost the established connection. So we have to regain it. So in the full moon, it is just that we have enormous energy washing it. And at the same time, our mind state or the emotional state will be open to let it happen. And there it has no another option to say that unless and until you sleep. So sometimes what happens is, uh, after doing, like after you do so much sadhana, you understand that yes, this is the good process, that meditating, just start meditating to clean your garbage. As much as time you need, start meditating. Once you do that, you end up in a stage that you don't need that much. You just need 30 or 40 minutes in a day to cleanse yourself for the day that you have been with, and to gratify yourself and everything. So that is where you fix yourself, right? So that 40 minutes you fix yourself for the next phase. So what you can do is, in the full moons, like sometimes I just do 3 hours meditation, and eventually right after the meditation I just go to my bed for 2 hours or 3 hours. So it is just that when you are sleeping for 2 hours or 3 hours, it's just that it's fine. Like at the max 4 hours is required when you just meditate as much as it is necessary for you. So most of the time we have a complaint that we will not have that much time, but sometimes start experimenting. Try meditating 2 hours before you sleep, and again immediately after you wake up, again next 2 hours. So there you will have 4 hours conscious sleep and 4 hours unconscious sleep. You can settle the process. It'll be just for the till the time that you satisfy yourself and you cleanse the garbage, that what is all stopping you. That is where you can completely fix yourself. So after fixing yourself, it is so good that you are habitual to it, that you don't need that much sleep. So it is just that you can give this affirmation before sleeping so consciously that just meditate for 5 to 10 minutes and tell it to yourself that I am tired now so much, so I actually want to rejuvenate myself. So I have to go to the sleep mode. So 2 hours is required for me to rejuvenate myself. So let me be in the meditative state. Try to sleep with the utmost consciousness that you possess, that you attain. Then you'll understand it is just that no matter what, you can see angels fixing the things in you. You can see the angels working with you. You can start channeling. You'll have beautiful visions, and everything seems, yes, this is all the connecting, that you can connect all the dots for the mysteries that you have been with. So everything, something it is not working, or something it is not being in favor, it is always that we have lost connection with ourselves. In the deepest fact, it is just that we have lost connection with ourselves. In this kind of situation, I am losing the connection. In these kind of situations, I am having the connection. So that is why it is working, and that is why it is not working. So it is not possible that in one day we cannot just study from LKG to post graduation, right? We need years. Just the way here we need days, weeks and months. That is all we need it. But every day it is never that we started with LKG and then again we just stop it for 2 or 3 years and again then we go to UKG. It is not that. Every day we have to provide, or take time for ourselves to fix our things in both the ways. Then eventually what happens, things which are giving you pain, which are making you suffer, the suffering rate decreases. Eventually, the time you have wasted in suffering, or it has been suffered, and those, the time you have been in fighting with the things that you wanted to happen, and it is just not letting it happen. So how much waste of time it was. Then later on you see every second will be utilized. First day you might waste 3 hours or 4 hours with the uncertain situations, and once you do this sadhana, and then next day you can just see it, you will be wasting only 2 hours, and then next you see it 1 hour, and then it comes into minutes, and then not even a single second you just waste. Then you'll just be like, yes, I know this, I can do it. Every time you are, whenever you are just, you know whenever you understand that you are lost with your thoughts, come back to yourself. And if you are in any situations that you need a solution to it, unknown situations, then just remember that there are two beautiful planets, sun and moon, especially moon. Whenever you are clinging with the things, just ask yourself, your inner self, which is connected to the planet called moon, from where the moon is receiving the energies, the conversion process from the sun. So it is connected, right? So always it's a good thing to connect to moon energies because they are very warmth. They are very warmth and they are very kind energies, and it will be in the form of light energy especially. So you can just remember the moon and connect to it. Then just sit for 5 minutes and talk to yourself. There is a huge or the greatest power in you, and the abundant energies behind it. So I need the connection. I want to establish a connection with myself so that it can provide me an answer. After you feel that, yes, I am comfortable in this situation. When you feel brave and courageous in that situation or confident, then it is that you are stabilized, your connection is stabilized. That is when you can ask it, yes, you know everything, then give me a solution to this situation. Then how can I just deal with it, or how can I just get ahead with this? Then it provides you with a beautiful solution. So these two planets, especially moon, becomes the medium for us and the sun. and it is capturing so many energies and sending it to us. So, are we utilizing them in a right way? Fully? How much ever it is just giving us, are we utilizing everything fully? No, most of the time, but that's okay. We fail to do it, and then we realize it. But never forget to be in the experimentation mode. Experimentation mode is the place where there is no judgment. So keep experimenting with no judgment. Then you can go ahead. Always have a positive hope that yes, there are enormous energies. Then how am I just waking up the next day morning as if nothing has happened? So it is just because of the moon. So now let us all try to energize ourselves and realize the energies that what all we have in us. At least for 10 minutes, let's just do this process before ending our class. So, before getting into our meditation, do you guys have any questions or you want to share your full moon experiences? You can do it. So, you can just put your mics on talk. So, just like the everyday, close your eyes so softly and take, across your legs, clasp your fingers and sit wherever you feel comfortable. Make yourself comfortable and just start observing your breath, feeling your breath. If you feel little discomfort doing that right in the first state, you can just take 2 or 3 deep breaths and slowly you can rhythm to your natural breath. Okay, so let us all just do this. So I request you all to close your eyes too. Relax your body, relax your mind. Do not worry about anything. There is lot of energy and power to deal with any situations. So just leave things to it. Be with your natural, gentle breath. Just for 5 minutes, feel the energies that you are letting into yourself, the deeper in you, to fix everything in your body. No matter wherever your mind is, just come back to yourself. Let the energies flow in you, wash away every uncertain patterns. Just witness the process and see the flow of energy. Do not hold on to anything. Let it just wash away. Rhythm to your natural breath, soft and tender. Do not worry about your thoughts, anything. Let the energies do its functioning and process to fix yourself. Last 2 minutes. Just be so peaceful. Just be with your breath and feel the warmth and kindness. You are absolutely safe and secure. So you do not have to worry and think about anything. Slowly, whenever you are ready, place your hands on your eyes, at least for 5 seconds, to open your eyes. So, yep, it was a very vibrant session. So, yep, I actually even wanted to share because this is even going live on YouTube. So, I've thought I'll share something about the book I actually read, the books I actually read. So, today, like book for the week. So, you can just get this book on the Amazon or online. So, have you guys read this book? It's called Rapta. So it is a very beautiful book and completely spiritual book about Baba Sai. The way he told and the way he explained how how the Baba Sai explained about the spirituality, the life facts, and it's so secure, warmth, and very safe. I really loved every line in it. So it's all about the oneness family. So with the oneness family, we possess unlimited power. So he just tells that the beautiful line that I loved in it is there is a guy called Rabda. So Baba Sai is talking to a guy called Rabda. He tells him that stop every second, stop dying, start living. So that's the beautiful statement that I loved. And he even says that in every situation we might create an opportunity to get ahead, or we might kill the opportunity. We create or kill the opportunity every second. How beautiful it is, every line, it's so beautiful. So this is the book for week. Start reading this book, and he's the author. So just let me know that how did you feel after reading this book. And I can assure that every page is worth it. Every page or every line is worth understanding ourselves much more, with much more greater force and facts. So just be with that book, and that's the book for this week. It's Rabda. So try reading it, and we all have started. And how about you? You got started too. So it is that beautiful. And yes, so see you again tomorrow with the same thing. And especially tomorrow is going to be Kartika Purnima. So if we have a session with Patriji, what we'll do is we'll just start the YouTube live and we'll share the screen here so that we all can just meditate with him according to the same times. Or if we don't have any session by Patriji, let us do our energy circle. So just the same way, we'll do it even tomorrow too. So see you all tomorrow. Have a good night and